Yo, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Apex Brotherhood live stream. My name is Richard, and on this side, we've got Evan Bourne, Ghetto Dragon. How are we this morning, Evan?
Not so bad. Cheers, Rich.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. Now, you have already told me that you're already in a trade, so how about we immediately jump into that without any further ado? Let's just do that. Yeah.
There it
Tell us
is.
about the trade, mate. Tell us about the trade.
Well, basically, I've been getting in and out of gold trades um, during yesterday and today. So I noticed that yesterday it was continuing to go down. So I thought, when I got up this morning, I thought, yeah, it looks like it's going to sort of come back, test the 80 EMA. It didn't actually get as far as the 80 EMA, but then started reversing again. So I thought I'd jump in and see if I can profit again from there. There's about 4 trades that I've took up to now.
Oh, that's awesome, mate. So you're selling gold.
Yeah, I'm in a gold short at the minute.
And yesterday you were also gold shorts as well, I'm assuming.
I was a bit of both. I was debating whether to start trading the pullbacks. So yeah, it didn't really work out for me trading the pullbacks as much as it did going short. So yeah, my short was my favourite yesterday, and it seems that short is my favourite today too.
Nice. Okay, so at least you have a bias for the day, which you're going to kind of play around with.
Yeah.
I'm not in anything just yet. I went to the gym this morning just to, get a bit of exercise in. Got back to the house and didn't have a look at the charts just yet. I did open up everything, but I didn't actually have a look at anything. So we'll see. I did have a trade last night, which I took on NAS. It was a NAS sell. It was a very quick one, so I will just bring this up on the chart. Oh, I probably need to do this first. So while your trade is going, this was my trade last night. On NAS, we had this, let's say, quadruple top section. So saw it as a bullish order block for myself, the way that I kind of like look at order blocks. But it was down on the 15-minute, like strong reactions out of this area. And anyway, so we eventually came back to it last night. A really strong push after the news. We made a high, we made a low, we made a lower high, and I thought, you know what, we are at this order block. We came into it, we're starting to push a little bit stronger towards the bearish side than we did previously in any one of these areas over here. Obviously, there was like, this is the open and a little bit of volatility around there. But once it chooses a direction, you kind of like look for how strong your pullbacks are. We had a little bit of slowed momentum coming into this order block, which is exactly what I'm looking for. And then we had a much stronger pullback than we did previously. And instead of pushing through this order block or this area, we kind of just wicked it and started pushing down. So I said, you know what? I think this is a good enough area for me to take a trade. Took a sell. It is a 1 to 1.5. The only reason it's a 1 to 1.5 is because of how strong this upward push was. I wanted to just give it a little bit of time, just try and take that amount. I could have gotten more now in hindsight. But
Yeah, how much more could you have actually got?
Say again.
If you'd have stayed in, how much could you have got? To the right hand side, how far does that go down?
No, I meant if I stayed in, this would have been a 3.5 hour trade.
Yeah. It'd have been a little bit more, wouldn't it?
Yeah, obviously I'm asleep here, so this where it is at the morning would have been a 6 hour trade.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
But I don't trade that sizing ever, so it's unrealistic for me to have expected it to go to that point. I go for 1-to-1s to 1-to-2 R trades. So I'm more than happy with that. In this case, this was a 1.5 R trade. I am very happy with that. It was a full risk, so it was 0.5%. So I made 0.75 on this trade. Perfect entry as well. Like normally I get like a little bit of spread, but at this point I think it dipped down a little bit, and then as I was about to enter, it kind of like went up ever so slightly, and it entered me exactly on the open of the candle. So
awesome.
Kind of happy with that. I feel like it was a good trade.
Yeah, no, it looks a good trade, especially on the rejection of the it's not support, is it? It's resistance.
So this is just a resistance point, but it's like it's an area where previously we struggled multiple times. If I just go back, so you can basically see it as 4 attempts. This was the establishment, 1 reaction, very strong reaction out of it. Maybe I should just do this. Establishment, reaction, pushed lower, reaction, pushed lower, reaction. Okay, but obviously this was Christmas Day, so this one doesn't really count. So I don't count this one, but establishment and 2 very strong reactions from there. You know, very, very strong downward pushes. So we haven't been to this area in quite a while. So if I just go over to the hourly, you'll see we haven't been here in quite a minute. What we have had is a 1 attempt over here, you know, towards this area of consolidation, just wicked above it and then started pushing lower. So I was confident that this was going to probably react from it. That's why I went full risk. But because it had such a strong upward push into it, I thought, let's not be greedy. Let's just get our 1 to 1.5 R trade and be done with it. So I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, no, good textbook play there.
Pretty much textbook. Higher high, higher low, slow down into the high, going into an order block or into an area of interest. Started pushing bearishly, made a lower high. Thought, you know what, I'm not gonna wait. Enter, done. How's your trade going? How's your gold trade at the moment?
It's having a little bit of a pullback.
A little bit of a pullback. What are you aiming for? What is your typical?
Is it not on? I'm being a little skeptical. I'll probably be out by the time. Oh, I ain't got one. I'm just letting it run. So I ain't got one. I did have a take profit. That was my take profit.
Okay. So what is your take profit based on?
From this morning. An area of where I think that it may come back to. But I could be out at any time. It all depends on price, because I'll just take the price. I don't necessarily... I go to a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1, anything like that. But basically, I'll just watch the price. Like you said that you don't actually stay in. I will actually stay in. If it looks like it's going to continue coming back down, I will stay in. But if I think that the market is going to actually turn and come back up, and obviously start rallying again, then that's my point of getting out. But
then you were saying, what is it that you base your entry points on? The 50 EMA, or what was it, 20 EMA?
This is the 80 EMA that I've actually... I think, yes. Yeah, this is the 80 EMA that I've got up at the minute. And I trade it on a higher time frame. It looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. Well, basically, it looks a lot better on the 4-hour. So every break or retest or bounce that you would get from the 80, you'd get in. Your stop loss would be just above here. If I was going for something that I would be trading in my own personal account, that's how I'd play that. Look for the break of the 80 EMA. My stop loss would go obviously to the low, and then I just ride it ride it all the way. But yeah, they're all the trades that I've been accumulating over the last couple of days, going up, going down, and just sniping gold, just taking little bits at a time.
So is this a new account? Is it a live account? Is it still an evaluation account? What account is this?
Yeah, this is an evaluation. This is stage 1. So I'm down a little bit at the minute.
So was this the account that you spoke about a while ago on the Discord, where you kind of made a bit of a boo-boo?
No. What?
So this was not the account that you made like a bit of a mistake on that pushed you into drawdown?
No, the one you're talking about didn't go into drawdown. It went pop.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is a new account. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you get this one? Just end of last year?
It was sort of coming to the end of last year. I tracked myself for Christmas, so I just I bought another one for Christmas. Just
Christmas gift for the self. Just another evaluation account. Love that.
Yeah. Why not?
So, what is your expectancy for gold? I know you're in a gold sell at the moment, but let's remove the idea of the bias based on the trade. What is your expectancy for gold based on what price has been doing recently with gold?
Basically, it has been bullish for quite a long time. I've not really caught up on the news or anything what's happening, so like my bias on overall long term, whether it's going to actually come back down to a reasonable level, let's say like 4,000 or something like that, I haven't got a clue. But basically, I just trade what I see during the day. So my expectancy of where it's probably going to get today, it even could be here, but I reckon we're probably going to get to about here at least.
So that is what, like at 4,400-ish, 4,410.
Yeah, roughly around about there, and then obviously maybe come back up as this is coming down to meet it. This is going to come back up and then back down again. So I reckon that it's going to be short for at least the rest of today.
Okay, I'm going to bring my screen up and then I'll kind of have a look at what it is that I'm seeing. So obviously I still have all of the drawings that I had up from the Fiverr stream and our regular stream in the morning. So this is gold on 15 minute. Now it might be a little all over the place with a lot of drawings. We had a bit of consolidation yesterday. We broke out of that consolidation. We came back to retest it, and that seems to be the high point for today. So if I just go down to the 5 minute, you'll see it a little bit more clearly from yesterday. Let me just let's first and foremost just switch that off. So this was the section where Sam yesterday, when we were having our discussion, when he was looking for he had a gold sell as well during the Tokyo session. Price started to push back. We had a bit of a break point. We did make a lower low, but we did also try and make a higher high in relation to this very volumetric downward push that we had. But then there was no follow through to try and push it higher. So that generally tells me that this is more of like a fake pullback, or like it's just a bit of a pullback. It's not a reversal. So we then had a bit of consolidation. We broke out of that consolidation. We took that low point, which I spoke about, I think it was on the Fiverr stream, that I want to see price break through this and then we can react on this lower level. This lower level was a base area that I had all the way from Monday, which it reacted in exactly. So same reaction or same reaction point, reacted off of it, pushed back, came back into it a little bit deeper, and then volumetrically pushed up from it. Came back into this consolidation. Technically, we're at this area up over here. Reacted off of that and just kind of like sat around there. And now for the whole of today so far, we've had this downward momentum. That's why I've got this arrow over here. I'm just going to remove that one. But if I draw this box all the way through, we've effectively come to just wick below this same area where we've recently had reactions. We do have a high point, a swing point over here. We have a low and basically an equal low right next to it as well. So not the strongest of reactions, but still. So this is the most recent high point. This is the most recent low points. And now we need to kind of like see how price is going to react here. So far, we've already made a lower high. However, as things stand at the moment, so this is a lower high. As things are standing at the moment, this is either a higher low, or this is, I don't know, the establishment of a pullback of sorts, trying to get back to either this consolidation area or looking for maybe something over here, as an example. Let me just turn this into a base. I don't like the red. Which kind of coincides with a bit of a base area over here, a singular reaction, secondary reaction, tertiary reaction, and then kind of consolidation through it, break, retest, continue lower. So there is a potential that we can come and test that. As it stands right now, this reaction that we had here coming out of Tokyo does signify more the idea of a potential push higher. So if I just for shits and giggles, as they say, if I just mark this point and this point over here, you can almost think of this as a downward channel. We've broken that channel and basically retested it. So I'm going to wait and see. I don't know how strong I'm feeling with regards to sells just yet. But there is so many spots for us to come and test much lower down. So there is a potential for more sells.
What time frame is that?
This is the 4 hourly.
Oh, yeah.
So if I hide the drawings, we had this area of okay, well, the moment I draw a drawing, it's going to bring everything back. We had this area of consolidation, a nice breakout from it, a volumetric fall down into it, a reaction, push a little bit lower into a base area as well, with a singular and a secondary reaction. And then from there on, we've made the low, basically. But since then, we have not really created a new high. If this is the high, it's technically a lower high than the previous one. If this is the low, then technically this is a higher low. So as of right now, we're doing kind of the same thing that we're doing on NASDAQ, which is, in this case, we're making an ascending flag pattern. But with gold, we don't have that double top, but we still have this attempt at a flag, although it is a bit of a converging flag.
Yeah.
So this could signify a potential break if we do eventually get to the point where we're happy with the consolidation, or the convergence like this, and then eventually break. So yeah, I do like gold sells for now, but very much low time frame, I would think.
Yeah, very much. That's why I said that I'm sniping it. Or at least trying.
Yeah, well, how's it looking now? I think you should be close to break even. Oh no, you're still in profit, so that's good.
Yeah, still in profit. Don't adjust. It's struggling a little bit, but...
So what is your exit criteria? Let's say for this specific trade, let's assume it doesn't really carry on going in your direction. Do you wait for it to come back to break even and then close it then? Or do you close for a little bit of profit? Or are you going to just let it go to your stop loss?
I'll probably let it go to my stop loss.
And what is your risk on the stop loss?
I think it's on 100 and odd. It's not much. Oh, let's have a look. It's about 170, I think.
So about 0.17%.
190. So let's say 200 with fees. So you're paying about £8, something like that. I know you're not. Not
So
point.
0.2% of your capital risk. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not,
right.
not
I'm going to have. Yeah. You wanted
I'm
to say?
not really risking that much.
No. I noticed that your risk is very low in relation to the account size, but you seem to be having very good winners as well. So
Yeah.
well managed. I'm going to have a quick little gander at who's in chat. First and foremost, we've got MGN in this morning. Good morning, MGN. We've got Evan. Wow, what is it, Evan Inception? We've got Evan saying hello to himself from the chat. Hello, Evan. Morning, chat. We've got Kobus Koersen. Good morning, all. Good morning, Kobus. How are you, my friend? We've got Infinity. Good morning, guys. We've got Sigma. Morning, top team. Well, what a nice thing to say, top team. But don't you dare add that step word along in as well. We're just the top team, not the top step team. Morning, Sigma. In the wilds, morning, gang. Morning. In the wilds, how are you this morning? Sigma saying, loving the neon, Ghetto Dragon. He likes your neon background. In the wild saying, Evan, are you on a live account now? Obviously, we answered that one. Sigma, just above 4404, close to that to what Ghetto Dragon said. I'm basing that on closure of the daily fair value gap, and it's heading there. Okay, so you're expecting price to at least come and test 4404. That would mean that we have to break lower than the low point of the day so far, and that goes exactly into that area of interest that I had on mine. If I can just bring it up, then you'll see this box that I drew from what was it? From Monday, basically. So this is 4411 to 4397. So anywhere in this area to be tested, I think is pretty good. So as it stands right now, it's looking good. It's not looking bad. Pooley, good morning, all. Looking sharp in that jacket, Ghetto. Whose coat is that jacket? What's up, Pooley? Pooley, you've been so quiet recently. Like, where have you been, mate? Like, where's the New Year Pooley? Are we gonna see you at poker on tomorrow night? Like, what's happening, mate? What's happening? Where you been? We've got Sam saying it. Hey, Ghetto is here. Morning, all. Awesome, Sam. Great to see you in as well, my friend.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen Paulie in chat for a while.
Yeah, he's dead quiet. I don't know, like new year, new you, and maybe the new you, Pooley, is just, quiet.
I know. I've lost a guy that I bounce off, so it's like...
Yeah, where's your riffing partner?
I know.
In here. Come on, Pooley, you're making Evan sad. Look how sad Evan is. Yeah, he even tilted the head sadness. Come on, Pooley. Get in, start riffing, mate. So as it stands right now, I'm still just waiting for Naz to set up a little bit more of a directional bias. Your trade is looking good, I think.
Yeah, since I got into gold, I haven't really actually looked at any other instruments. I've normally got about 12 on the sideline, but gold just seems to be a little bit of appealing at the minute, so I've sort of just stuck to that.
So what else do you normally trade? Is that everything that's on your market watch, like Euro, USD, Pound, USD, UHG, CHF, that kind of like stuff? Or are you more on the metal and like gold in this case, and then...
Well, last year I was trading oil. I was doing reasonably well trading oil. I could tell you what that was going to do next week, but I kind of lost it. I think it was when Trump took over, and then Trump markets started, and that just wrecked whatever I had going for oil. It just wrecked that because Nah, it wasn't for me. So I just started losing and losing and losing. To be honest, it could have just been a losing streak, but it was a little bit coincident. I was a little bit coincidental when everyone started calling it the Trump markets, and yeah, I just couldn't get my bearing on that. So I just went looking for other stuff. But yeah, now I've got about 12 different pairs that I actually look at, but basically it's the entire market.
So it's all of the major pairs, pretty much.
Yeah, and there's some others like the JPYs and some like that, but if it's gonna go in the way that it looks like it's gonna go, then I'll trade it. There's no point in like looking at something thinking, that's gonna go down, and then trade something else, and then that goes down. Because I've done that myself. I've set up 3 or 4 trades on 3 or 4 different pairs, and I've chose the wrong one. I've gone long where I should have chosen something else. It did go long, but it was like there was no liquidity in there whatsoever, and the market just didn't move. Where the ones that I did actually set up and think, oh yeah, that's going to go, and it's going to come down to the bottom, which would have been like, I don't know, 3x, a 3x, 4x trade actually surpassed what I thought it was actually going to do. But yeah, no, on them I started picking the wrong markets, started picking the sale ones and ignoring the ones where all the liquidity was. So I'm like, yeah, let's have a look at something else. And I think it was Will on one of his trades or something. Everyone was starting to come up about gold, so I sort of started following that and started looking at that while it was hitting its all-time highs. I was hoping that it wasn't going to last, and I could have actually got a decent pullback, shall we say, from it. But it hasn't seemed to pull back that much, really, from its all-time high. It's still hovering round about its all-time high.
Yeah, the gold is very interesting at the moment. Like this 4,400 mark seems to be pretty much, it wants to be above 4,400. Even though we are pulling back now, the general consensus for the majority of January has been like, okay, that first week, Friday, the second or whatnot, we were dipping 4,300, but from there we haven't come back to 4,300 even remotely closely. So
no.
Gold is still very much bullish. Yes, we're getting small little retracements here and there, just pulls back ever so slightly, but I think the general consensus is still going higher in 2026, at least for the first.
I was going to say I've not really looked at it, to be honest with you, so I don't know. But I have heard that silver's skyrocketing and it's beating gold. Not in price, but in relative terms.
Equity growth, it's been doing quite well. However, it's not to the same level as gold has been. I think gold has been rallying from God knows when. From the start of the year, last year, basically. And this last section of 2025, we beginning of 2025, it was, it was upward trending, but slowly, and then something just kicked off here round about November. Let's say the last 2 quarters of the year, the last half of the year, it just absolutely started flying. So we basically went from in August 2025 from $38 per fine ounce to $75 per fine ounce. So we've effectively doubled. So that is crazy. That is massive. But in terms of gold has been going like ape shit the same as well. Like we started 2025 roughly around 2,600, and we're above 4,400. Now it's not exactly a double, but still, it's
you might as well class it as.
Yeah, it's still crazy. The whole year of gains is very good.
Imagine being in it from the start.
That's the funny thing. My brother had a demo trade that he marked. He was busy testing an EA in the beginning of the year of 2025, and it never actually printed a take profit. And the EA just had the singular trade from January. It was a gold buy, and it just ran.
All right, nice.
I think it took a 5K account. Can't remember, or was it a 10K? I can't remember the exact details, but it effectively tripled the account, or quadrupled the account. I can't remember the exact details. MGN, give us the... tell us exactly what it was. I just remember it was like parabolic. It was just absolutely going. And he forgot about the account as well. He forgot about the trading that he was doing, or the testing that he was doing on it. So yeah, that was kind of funny to see that happen.
Bit of a shame that it was only a paper trade.
Yeah, but I mean, like, consider there's a lot of people with Bitcoin that happen to do this. They buy a crap ton of Bitcoin and then they forget about it. Yeah. And then they come back to it 10 years later and they're like, oh, I'm a multimillionaire. Like, will you look at that? So I think it seems like the coolest thing, or if only. But would you have reacted the same way if it was an actual trading account? Would you have just left it? I don't think people would have.
No, I don't. No.
MGN saying it was a 10K account, and at the end of the test, it was just under 50K. So yeah, can you imagine? I think that would. Oh, mate. I don't know what I would do. Seems awesome. Pooley saying grafting, no time to fuck about with banter, money to make. Well, bruh,
let me do that trade
money with us. Like, come and make the money with us, mate. Like, reciprocate. Come on, reciprocate. Participate and reciprocate. Let's also make money along with you, mate. Come on. So, are you going to be at poker on Friday, Pooley? Are you? What about you, Evan? Are you going to be available for poker on Friday night?
I thought Paulie. Are you talking to me? Yeah. I'm definitely going to be there tomorrow. I just thought Paulie was a full-time trader.
He is a full-time trader, but he's full-time trading and not bantering, and that's unacceptable. We want you full-time trading and bantering.
Oh yeah, you've got to have a sideline.
Pooley saying, not Pooley, Quibus saying, I'll be in for poker. Awesome, mate. Missed it. Yeah, the poker guys know. Poker Fridays, mate. And we're trying to get more of the Fivers guys in as well. I tried to recruit Victor as well. I was talking to Victor yesterday and basically invited him as well. And he said maybe in the near future he would also like to participate. So yeah. Maybe we can get Victor in as well.
No, that would be awesome.
And then I'll talk to Richard Wells today and see if he is keen and available. I know he's keen. I don't know if he's available though.
Yeah, no, it'd be good to see him again. I reckon most of chat's missing him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he'll be on. I assume he'll be on today with me. For the Fiverr stream. Yesterday I didn't have anybody to co-stream along with me, so I was all on me lonesome. But it was fine. It was fun. It was a good stream. But I think today with Rich there, it's definitely one of the days that I look forward to the most. Is like Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my two favorite streaming days.
Right.
Quibus saying that would be great. Yeah, LJ is most probably going to be there as well. Spoke to him on Monday about it. So he'll definitely be in the poker night as well. So Evan, myself, MGN, LJ, Quibus. That's already 5 people. And Sebastian, I think, as well. I remember Sebastian Stefan, sorry, not Sebastian. Stefan Gabriel. Yes. So we'll have Stefan as well as in. So that's already 6 people. And then obviously way many more. So
Yeah.
Puli saying, looking forward to catching up with you all on Friday night. So Puli will be in. Great. Richard Wells said he would join us in the new year. It is the new year, so he better join us.
We need in the wild trades as well. He needs to join.
The same thing. In the Wilds is always talking about, he's got kids and, dude, I don't know, give them some brandy or something, let them sleep, and then you come and join us for poker. Come on.
Yeah, that's what TVs were for.
Yeah. Get a babysitter. Preferably a very attractive one.
Yeah.
And then
just give them the Xbox remote control and they'll be happy.
Is that and some popcorn, mate? Like something to nibble on. One day. Yeah, one day. But you know what they say? Don't wait till one day, wait till today. So do it today. Well, we don't have poker tonight, but the point still stands. Even better. MGN coming with the best advice here. Teach your kids how to play poker. Yeah. That course must be finished by now. Like, I haven't spoken to Rich about it in a while. The last time we spoke about it, he was talking about he was getting to, like, the finish. He was seeing the finishing line at least, but that there was still so much work that needed to be done. So I'm hoping he's very close to being finished as well.
Well, I've got my drink ready for Friday.
Say again?
I got my drink ready for Friday.
Oh, I've still got a few beers from New Year's, so I'll probably have a beer. Probably not going to be drinking all that much. I'll try not to snack as much as I normally do. We did get a delivery today of some Korean and Japanese ingredients. So I've got some gochujang and gajang and mochi, all of that kind of like stuff. So I'll probably be snacking on some mochi, and we'll probably make some very nice bibimbap for tomorrow. So yeah, I've got some snacks.
Cool.
Sam, yes, brandy for babies. That's why I am the lovely person that I am today. It's because my parents, when I got too much, decided to just quiet him down. No, I'm joking.
It's good for teething.
Yeah, it's if kids are teething, one of the old remedies that they had here in South Africa, I don't know if it's overseas, was to just like dip your finger into like a tot glass of whiskey or brandy or something, and then just rub it on the gums, and then the baby just sleeps. Then it's a remedy, mate, for teething kids. I would not advise it.
No, it works. Normally dip it in the dummy.
Yeah. Just dip it in the pacifier. Oh no, I think Ghetto's frozen. I'll bring myself up for this one. Yeah, Ghetto has frozen. It is just it is us. Just us. Marina, good morning, Marina. How are you this morning? I hope things are well with you, Marina. Yeah, Ghetto is out, unfortunately. His internet has dropped. So once he's back, we'll bring him back on chart. All right. So we have... let's have a look at gold for Evan so far. So Evan is still in his trade. I'm assuming... I didn't really pay attention to where his entry point was. But you know what we can do? We can go and add a AT-EMA. You back, mate?
Yeah, that was unfortunate, wasn't it? I just lost internet.
Mate, it happens. What was your entry point on gold again? Okay, we've lost Evan again. His internet is giving a little bit of problems, but my assumption is this orange one is the 80, and he tends to trade on that 80. So somewhere over here, like 443-ish, somewhere over there. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe even a little bit higher. Maybe up somewhere over there. You back again, mate?
Yeah, I'm just trying to share my screen again. It was 4433.
4433.
Not exactly, but yeah, it was.
Okay, so somewhere over there. And then your stop loss was like 4445-ish, I think.
I'm just about to show you. Should see it now.
Yeah, there we go. 444 on the stop loss.
I'm going for roughly around about the fair value gap, thinking that it might come back here and then bounce back up.
So you're trying to get that gap, are you?
I'm not trying. Well, yeah, I'm sort of going for it. I'm not going to try and get it. I'm just going to see what sort of happens during the day. It's going to do what it's going to do.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It looks good at the moment. You're at least at a 1-to-1 now, so that's good in terms of your risk.
Yeah. Yeah, normally, like I said before on the other streams, I do actually go for 1-to-1s or 2-to-1s, and I'm happy with that. But if the market is showing that it's actually going to go all the way, then I'll let it.
Awesome. Well, I hope your trade really goes in your favor, mate.
Cheers. I did miss out yesterday. Again, I ate a nice trade. I'd got a 2-to-1. It started to look like it was going to pull back, or at least change direction. So I took the 2-to-1, and it actually went all the way. It went all the way, and so I won't really say what I took. Just about 500, 550, and I missed out on a 3K total because it went all the way.
But why did you miss the trade? Was it because you weren't at the market, or was there other extenuating circumstances that led to you not being in that trade? And I think we've lost Ghetto again. His internet is a little unstable. Good thing is he's still in profit on gold, so that's always a winning strategy. Oh, my arms are so tired. Oh, and sore. I'm just going to remove Ghetto from so we don't have to like look at that face the whole time. Anybody in chat, what are you guys looking at the moment? Is anybody in any sort of trades? I was having a look at the Discord, and I didn't really see anybody in any sort of trades as yet. So please let me know what you guys are looking at, if you are looking at anything, or if you're seeing something specifically at this point in time. Yeah, then let's discuss it. Let's see what you see, at least. Sigma saying Ghetto's MT5 pushing his computer too hard on gold. Yeah, pretty much. Back again, mate.
Yeah, mate, if it does it again, I'm going to connect my phone. This internet's... I'm wireless at the minute. I prefer LAN, because you don't get cut off.
So why don't you have a LAN cable plugged in?
I'm upstairs and the box is like downstairs in the living room.
Yeah, we'll get a long enough cable, mate.
I definitely need a long enough cable. And then it's getting it through.
Oh,
right, here we go.
Downstairs.
It has to go under the floorboards and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do a temporary.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like temporary.
Oh, so it's more permanent.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll connect my phone if it does it again. My phone's a hell of a lot more reliable.
Ah, okay. Well, at least you can pop in and pop out of the stream whenever you want to. So don't feel obligated to struggle on if it's a real struggle.
It's normally all right. I just don't know what's interfering with it. I've got a really low signal at the minute, so.
Is somebody using the microwave in the house?
Someone's using something. I'm probably supplying the whole street with internet.
So, somebody's hacked in a little bit.
Yeah, nicking me bandwidth.
Yeah, bastards. Sigma FX saying, I'm gold short or short gold, took a partial there. Dude, I like that. You're in line with what Ghetto is looking at. We do have this lower high, which is good. So we're continuing this downward push from today at least. So I'm just going to push all of this a little bit back just to clear up today's information. So if we're just looking at today, then this is all just downward price action. So pretty good so far. So high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, much lower low, lower high, and then hopefully this can continue pushing lower, creating a new low somewhere down here. I did like the idea of Sigma saying the 4404. I did like that area all the way down here. I do like it. If I just go back a little bit, if we do adjust it ever so slightly, so let's take the very last attempt to bring price lower. You take the last downward push before the volumetric push up. So this is a very nice engulfing candle. I generally take the close or the open of the last bearish candle and then the lowest point between the two candles. And if we go all the way to the left, I probably could have just pressed that button. You'll see that it's 4406 to 4396. So about a $10 per fine ounce movement. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I think it looks good. Sigma, I got a flat Ethernet and just ran it along the edge of the room, tucked it in the carpet edge about 30 meters to the upstairs room. Yeah, mine is underneath the ceiling board. My router is right here, it's right next to me. So, and then I've got a LAN cable from there. So, just straight into the PC. In the wild saying, quick TP on a gold short, posted on Discord. Yes, let's go and have a look at that. In the wilds, is this your new strategy that you were testing the last few days? Or is this your old tried and tested strategy that you work on? So, because I saw you've been posting a few forward testing trades, and then you had one day which was a four winning day basically. I was just wondering if this is the same one, you're using the same strategy. That's what I'm wondering. MGN, I am in a UJ long currently. Let's have a look at UJ. This, I can't remember whose trade this was yesterday, but there was somebody that was trading UJ yesterday. Price came into this base area on the left. Well, not a base area. This is a order block. Reacted off of it, started pushing lower. We had some consolidation. This was the high swing point that we tested once, tested twice, tested the third time, fourth time, and then broke through and then pushed lower again. We have this low area down here, which was reacted off first and foremost. Then we had that base area over there, and I think this is pretty much the base area. Oh, it just missed it. Just missed it. All right, so MGN. Oh, I can probably switch this off as well because I'm not going to use that. Okay, MGN is saying he took a UJ long 156. So 156,584. 58. That's 586. So that's 584. On the close of the 8-hour one. Okay, so on the 1 hour. So there. You said 8 o'clock candle. Stop is at 156292. So it should be down here. 292. Right there. Okay. So you're taking the low of yesterday. And you're aiming for... oh, no TP. So open TP at the moment. Okay, so this is more of a swing trade, I'm assuming. And I do know that you do like the 200 EMA, so let's just do that. Let's move all of this out of the way just to get a clearer picture. Ah, okay, so you went on this wicking onto the 200 EMA. Took a little bit of heat on there, but not bad, not bad. And then just below the low of yesterday. That's pretty good, I like that. Let's see what the higher time frame on the daily is. Bit of an interesting thing here. We have a... I'll obviously zoom in on this just to come and have a nice little look at that area. We do have a base area over here. There we go. Which was tested once, twice, 3 times, and then the third time we had this nice reaction going back into this area over here. So as it stands right now, we have a very slight upward trending channel, which doesn't look bad. We're getting multiple days of bullish momentum, a singular day of bearish, which takes up at least half of the previous bullish movement. We have had 2 bullish days as well, but it hasn't created a new high, but it's also not created new lows. So that's not bad either. Let's have a look on the 4-hourly. Still upward trending on the 4-hourly with this 200 EMA. We can probably adjust this ever so slightly and just see from that point to there. That's the upward trending channel. Down here, about the midpoint of that. We do also have this movement here as well. So bit of a... the top end is also creating a bit of a flag as well. Converging flag. Nice strong bullish movement on the 4-hourly. 1 bearish movement. Let's see whether or not this is at least 50% full. It is indeed a 50% full. The wick, though, is large going towards the downside, and it's another hour before it closes. We'll have to wait and see how it closes. But if it closes the way that it is closing now, let's say it's close to where it is now, a little bit more bullish than it is bearish, then that can be a good sign for potentially another upward tick. On the hourly, yes, strong downward push during Tokyo session, but overall, nothing. Where's my? Oh, that's why. There we go. Nothing to be too concerned about, I would think. If you were to test for the highs of today, that's not half bad. Come on. On the 4-hourly, we had a reaction, so it's not looking bad at the moment. I think the saving grace is the fact that we have a low down here, a low down here, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, a high, an equal high, a higher high. So in general, it is trending upwards, but very slowly. But I think it's good. I like it. It looks decent. I don't know. Do you trade UJ, Evan?
No.
Not really.
No, not really. Not that I go. Oh yeah. No, not really. And the top pairs are my favourites. EU, GU. Other than that, I just sort of just go with it. I look. I'll have traded them, but it's not that I've got it on my list as one of the best, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No. Fair. We've got a bit of consolidation during this last few hours of Tokyo, a break-off consolidation, a retest, a push lower, and now we're back into that consolidation area, making a slightly higher high in relation to the previous high point, but we've also had a lower low, which isn't the worst thing, but it does mean that there's a little bit of indecision. Let's just look at the other yen pairs. They're all selling off pretty much. So on the day, at least, which is the same as the US JPY. They've all been selling off. So this might be a little bit of a retracement back in. All of them are kind of like JPY strength. So buying UJ, especially if there is a lot of yen strength, might not be the smartest thing. But from what I can see right now, it might look. MGN, what are you risking on this? Is this a 0.25%? Is this 0.5%? Is this a full percent? What is this? What are you testing on this? In the wilds, saying forward testing NAS 100, same strat, different asset. Testing to see if I can trade my strat in real time, get a feel for the movements. I like that, mate. Forward testing, I think, is a great thing, especially if you're uncertain with how a certain asset moves, but you have a very particular thing that you're looking for. So I do like that.
Yeah, I've just had a look at GDP CAD. That looks all right for a buy. Seems to have missed it now, right? But GDP CAD was quite bullish.
GDP CAD. GBP CAD. This was an analysis that we were doing on Tuesday, but this did not play out. We did come back into the high here yesterday during the Tokyo session, and then we started pushing lower, made an equal low over here. Okay, so this is now no longer in effect. This is no longer
running.
Oh, I always have it on a 50 just as a visual. Yeah, just as a visual metric, just very quickly to see if it might be trending below or above it. Generally, if it's close to it and a little bit below, we're moving into on the lower time frame at least, we're moving into bearish territory, and if it's above it, we're moving into bullish territory.
Right.
It works really well on Nasdaq. So you'll see here. This was yesterday, the 50 EMA. We've got this very slowed upward arch. And then we start printing lower, so high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. Anyway, but like generally when we start pushing away from the 50 EMA, when we do come back to it over here, we tend to continue pushing lower up until we break it again, push above, retest, and then continue higher. So the 50 EMA on NAS to me works well enough to just quickly see, okay, we're bullish or bearish, that kind of like thing, without having to look at higher highs, higher lows, that kind of like thing.
Yeah.
And in general, it does kind of conform well to it. And then I've also noticed that it does sometimes hop between the 50 and the 50 and the 100 EMA, especially during New York as well. So when it does pull back deeper into the 50 EMA, which is the green one, the 100 EMA, it would usually wick it. And then it will carry on pushing higher as well. So this was completely different at this area over here because we were at a high area of interest. But in general, the 50 EMA to me works very well. Once again, it's above the 50, it's bullish. It comes and tests the 100, pushes above, retests it, carries on pushing until you eventually get a point where it breaks through both of them, and then you kind of know that, okay, there's a potential for us to go a little bit more either bearish or we're going to go into consolidation. But in general, I don't use the 100 whatsoever. I just use the 50 very quickly. And it just, I don't know, just it kind of works. And the thing is, NAS, and then in the wilds as well, the thing about NAS that I've really come to notice is that if it chooses a direction, it kind of stays in that direction for at least a few hours. So here, this is Monday. So this is January Monday. We have this very, very slow upward ticking section during Tokyo. But when we get into London, when there's a little bit more volume, we start seeing these like larger pushes up higher. But in general, it continues the same direction. And it stays within. So if it's above the 50, it kind of like stays above the 50. And then during New York, when it pierces lower than the 50, it kind of tends to stay below the 50. Same thing during Tokyo yet again. It pierces above the 50 over here, and it continues to stay above the 50. The only difference was yesterday, we had this volumetric push down lower, and from there on, we just continued bullishly. We had the news of yesterday that pushed price higher. We had a bit of a retracement, a little bit of a sideways action, but in general above the 50, and it just continues being above the 50. Then, sorry, not yesterday. This was Tuesday. Yesterday in the morning, we've got the slow arch, pushes below the 50, stays below the 50, pushes above the 50, stays above the 50, pushes below the 50, stays below the 50. You kind of get the gist. You get the gist. So,
you got a system there yourself.
Yeah, just it's one of the things that I look at. So it pierces above the 50 here. It retests it. A very good time to enter a trade, pushing bullishly.
Yeah. Now, like you mentioned in the wilds trade, he uses the 50. He's pretty much got the same sort of system as me, but I use the 200 where he uses the 50, so he gets in well before I do.
But yeah, that's just what I've noticed about the NAS. So in the wilds, if this is something that you're looking at as well, if NAS is something that's new that you're looking at, or if whether or not it's in line with your strategy or whatnot, you can always go and add your 50 EMA if you don't already, and just kind of play around with it as well. It's just something that I've seen. The same as what you were saying earlier, Evan. You kind of look at the 80 EMA with the higher time frame as well as the lower time frame on gold, and then you base your strategy on the hops and bounces off of the EMA. I don't generally use the hop and bounce off of the EMA, but what I do use is like I said, I use it as a more of a visual metric to say, okay, we're going a little bit more bullish, a little bit more bearish. So to give you an idea of yesterday on NAS, what I do like about the 50 EMA on the lower time frame is when we do have our change in character, or we do have our change in direction. So we have a high all the way up over here. That was the high of the day at that time. We have another attempt to push higher. We have a low. There's a little bit of consolidation. But when we start piercing into the 50 EMA and try and push back up again and effectively making lower highs and lower lows, they tend to the 50 EMA tends to show roughly the same information, just visually a lot faster.
Yeah.
But not only that, if you have a change in character while you're close to the 50 EMA, they tend to trade very well, as an example, out of it. So a 1-to-1 would have been something like that. A 1-to-2 would have been something like that. And it when you have these like changes from bullish momentum slowing, turning into bearish momentum, and it's close to the 50 EMA, it works really well visually. So just something that, I don't know, just works. It just works.
If it works, it works, innit? That's what you go with. That's all you want.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I said, I don't use that as my trading I mean, I could probably have created a strategy around it. You have this downward push. You break above the channel. It coincides with a 50 EMA break. You retest the channel, which coincides with the 50 EMA, and then it starts pushing up from there. You could always just when you have at least one or two candles that rejects the 50 EMA, you have your stop loss just below that last swing point, as an example, somewhere over there, and then you just have an open one until you start piercing the 50 EMA again, that kind of like thing. Then you would have had a 9R trade. Now, I don't like trading like this. It takes away the idea of expectancy for me, because not every trade is the same. I don't know where I am in terms of my expectancy. Or alternatively, you put your swing point all the way down there and you have a 4R trade. Now, obviously, this doesn't always go that way. I mean, if in an ideal scenario, I would have kept it to this point, which would have been a 5R, but I don't trade the ideal ideas, at least. Same thing. During the New York session, it pierces below. It is in line with a structure change. We have a high up over here. We have a low. We have a lower high, and then it pierces a lower low. Now, obviously, like I said, I don't trade the 50 EMA like that, but it's still the same idea. You have a structure shift change from bullish to bearish, and when it comes back to try and test the 50 EMA, it volumetrically moves lower. And you could have on, let's say, this more bullish this more bearish candle, or even this one over here, you could have entered, have your stop loss just above, and then aim for, I don't know, a 1 to 2 or something. Or you could have aimed for areas where price had some sort of indecision area, where price was really struggling. I'm really struggling to get my hand close to my face. My triceps are so sore and stuff. So if you see me like do this, I'm not like pointing you. I'm like just trying to scratch my nose, but my arm is so stiff. So yeah.
I've seen strategies built around that anyway. So yeah. Even on the bounces there that you see.
Yeah.
As soon as you see the bounce come off, that's it. It's bounced off the 50 and you're going down.
Yeah, it's
but basically, I started off as support and resistance. I kind of still am, but I'm kind of looking for something else just to see a new shiny, if you like.
I feel
if I go by support and resistance, it's basically like what you're doing now, but exactly what you said at the start. It hasn't been there for a long time, and that's the last time I would have took a trade. Do you know what I mean? So it was like the way I base my support and resistance is on a higher time frame. So on a higher time frame, it could be days, it could be weeks by the time you even get back.
Yeah. So my strategy, or the way that I look at the market, is like very much a blend. I do look at support and resistance, but I don't trade off of them.
Oh, I did. No, I did.
Yeah, I wait for the change at that area. Let's rather say, like up over here, as a perfect example. I look for the price action to start changing from bullish to bearish, or bearish to bullish, as an example. That's one way that I look at the market or base my trades off of. The second thing that I base my trades off of is my base areas, which technically you can view them as support and resistance, but they're very lower time frame. It's that back and forth areas. This technically to me is not a back and forth area. This to me is a decisive area. We've moved out of this area decisively. We come into it, we move out of it. Come into it, we move out of it. There's no give and take. It's very much it's a ton of bricks that's falling down on you, and you have to react. That's it.
No. Yeah.
Whereas the base areas is that play. It's that back and forth. And then I like basing my trades around the base areas as well. So, yes, support and resistance trading, I do look at that, but I don't base my trading around it, per se.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Even though it's lining up with support and resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all just confluences together. It's all just years. Things to look at, like decision points. I mean, even the candle characteristics. Like, I know what it is that I'm looking for, and I know what it is that I'm seeing. I don't generally always know the names, because I didn't bother learning the names. I more learned the pattern, and I more learned how the candle was moving.
Yeah. Call it what you want at the end of the day. As long as you know what you're seeing when you're seeing it.
Yeah.
You go. Yeah, exactly. You go with it. It don't matter what you call it.
Yeah, and that's generally how I just kind of base it around it. Yes, there are some certain things that are defined, that you've got definitions for. So this is what it's called, a retracement. This is a break and retest. Those are more defined. But support and resistance, I think, is typically the most well-known trading style, is support and resistance, or at least what people are looking for. But you can also call support and resistance supply and demand. It's an area where there's a lot of supply, it's an area of demand.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same.
No, your last trade that you showed, that was not a break and retest, but it was a rejection and a retest, and then you got in off the retest.
Yeah. So once again, the what you call it is completely different to what I call it. I call it a breakpoint.
Yeah.
So that section there to me is a breakpoint. It's
right. That's to me is a rejection.
Yeah, it broke the trend. The trend got broken by this movement here to try and push it lower. But it's the same thing conceptually and in definition. It's exactly the same thing. So you can call it a peanut, you can call it a macadamia. It doesn't matter. It's a nut. MGN saying it is a 0.25 trade. Awesome. In the wild saying then, yep, I have long used the 50 for intraday. However, I have evolved into a level trader. Next level. Gold OBV loves to go from level to level. NAS 2, a little different, but I can work with it. Okay. So OBV is obviously. So gold obviously loves to go from level to level, NAS 2. But I think in general that's the same thing. It's just like you have movements from one area, sharp movements out of it, consolidation, sharp movement into the next area, and it just continues like that. So breakouts, I feel like, works really well with NAS sometimes. So to give you an example, we have consolidation, breakout. Very little retracement here. You already have the full depth of the movement before you have some sort of retest, basically. So
in the OBV indicator, I know it means obvious in abbreviation, but in that an indicator as well, or am I mistaking it for something else? Sure, there's
Are you thinking of the OBS?
Probably.
Which is an opening breakout system.
Maybe you may be right.
Strategy.
Which is
So you would take, for argument's sake, the opening range. Orb, basically. You take the opening range from the New York Open and the first, let's say, hour of it as an example, and then you wait for it to break above.
Yeah, it's when you said the orb.
The orb trading. But it's opening breakout or opening range breakout systems. Orb.
Yeah. No, you're correct. Yeah, no, I did.
MGN, let's have a look at how your trade is going with UJ. Still looking good. A 1-to-1 is somewhere over here, which doesn't look bad.
At the minute.
Opening balance volume is an indicator, but I meant obvious. Yeah, I assumed you said obvious, but when the way that it was written in there, it didn't seem like you were referring to an indicator. And I was of the opinion that if it's OBV, then it's OB like OBS, opening balance or opening breakout systems or strategies or whatever. There's so many acronyms, mate. Like so many, but yeah, obvious. Opening balance volume, man. There's so many of these like stupid acronyms.
Yeah, no, my trade's down at the minute, so.
You said gold.
No, my trade.
Yeah, a bit of a pullback. It's come back to the 50 EMA as well as the 100. It's reacting off of the 100 though. On the 5 minute. Bear in mind, 5 minute 100 as well. So
All right.
if I just show you this, the orange one, 150, push below, came to test this one now again. But it is looking like there is this potential turning point.
Yeah, it does look like it's a higher low. Sorry.
Yeah, this is a higher low. So far, this is a lower high in relation to this previous one. That's now if we're going to start pushing lower again.
Yeah.
But it's still this idea that we're converging. So we're looking for some sort of breakout at this point. Right now, it's printing a lower high yet again. So not bad, but this here is a little concerning because it is a higher low.
What time frame is that you're looking at?
This is the 5 minute.
The fact, right?
Yeah, on the 15 minute, same thing. 15 minute also, if that is the high and this is the low, still a lower high, higher low, lower high.
Yeah.
We're doing this ugly little dance, you know. We're doing this. On the 15, it doesn't look horrible, to be dead honest with you. This doesn't look horrible, but it's really going to depend on whether or not we're going to have the power to push all the way down to at least break this higher... Oh, why am I shaking the screen? This higher low that we had here.
Yeah.
First and foremost, and then after that, the low. So, no more highs, no more high swings. We don't want that. We want lower swings. We want to go lower. Break lower, you bastard.
I know. Yeah, I just looked then. I didn't actually know where I was. Oh, not too bad. It's dropping again now.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad, mate.
No.
On the 15 and on the 5, I tend to not use any of the other like time frames, like 1 minute, 2 minutes, that kind of like stuff. 10 minutes, 5, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour.
Oh no, definitely. Yeah, the 1 minute if you're scalping.
Even then, for the 1 minute, I don't know, like the 1 minute, the structure changes are so quick.
Yeah.
Where I can see the structure change on the 5 minute and it stays in that direction at least for a while, you know? Where if it's on the 1 minute, you get like multiple structure shifts within a singular structure. So,
yeah, no, of course.
Over here, you might have a bit of a structure shift on the 1 minute. So I'm just going to mark that up as an example. And you can most probably have a structure shift right over here as well. So if I add the 1 minute, and we go to those areas, you'll probably see structure shifts. Yeah, very, very slight. Here you have a structure shift all the way up over here. So high, low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high. Start breaking above that most recent swing point. We make it in relation to that one. Then yet again, another structure shift pushing price lower. It's just...
a mess.
It's a mess. For me, it's an absolute mess. I mean, you could try and trade, I don't know, like something like this. Let's say 1-to-1s. So 3, 6, 20. 1-to-1s every time you break above or break below the EMA as an example. Then, you know, on the 1 minute. But I hate the 1 minute. The 1 minute is so... I don't know. It just moves horribly, in my opinion. Too quickly, let's rather say. It just moves too quickly. Yeah, your gold trade's still going, mate. Still in it. $136. What would you be happy with? What is your happy point for the TP? Where would you say, okay, cool, I'm done? You said 1-to-1s. You're happy with that?
Yeah, probably about a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 minimum. I'd like to double the money, but yeah, no, a 1-to-1 is quite fair.
One-to-ones. I do like a good 1-to-1 trade.
Yeah, you're pretty much in and out really quickly, especially when there's a decent price movement anyway. So, but if I was going to go for a 1-to-1, I'd probably up the volume. I'd probably more be sat at one lot for that.
One lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're going 1-to-ones, bump up your risk a little bit.
Yeah, if I'm not going to be in for very long and I don't expect it to come down very far, then yeah, why not? You might as well make it worth it.
Yeah, fair.
It's kind of you might as well look at it like it's kind of the same risk. You know what I mean? It's the same risk. You're not going down as far, so double the risk and double the reward. But you're not actually travelling so far to actually claim it. So yeah, you're only doing maybe 10 pips or something like that.
So with gold in general, do you have set stop losses, or is it more recent swing points as an example, or is it all based on the EMA?
It's pretty much based on the EMA and price and what action I'm actually seeing while it's doing it. Because I don't want it to skyrocket. I was in a trade the other day. That's why I'm down in the account now. I can't remember what it was. Some at CHF. I was in a CHF trade, and I was shorting it, and I was going the right way, and then all of a sudden it just spiked. Literally just spiked and took about 1,200 off me. Oof. Yeah, because it pinned. It just went pum, and then that was it. Cause my stop loss was well before that, but it just didn't get honoured because it just pinged that fast, and that was it. That was the computer getting turned off. It was either getting turned off or chucked out the window. But yeah, it was. Yeah, it was one of them where you're just like, what just happened? It just pum like that, and then just came straight back down, took me out up there, and then boom, straight back down. And I was like, what? And then carried on going back down, by the way.
Which day was this on gold?
Not so long ago. I'm sure it was this week. I'm trying to forget about it. I'll have a look.
Try to forget about the horrible experiences that I had with gold.
Yeah.
You horrible creatures, you gold. How dare you? Gold is still just sitting a little bit in profit for you. It's slowing down quite a bit. Or at least it's really reducing that retraction that it's having.
I was lying to you. It was GDP NZD. So if you put my screen, my screen hasn't altered yet on the TV. Can you see it?
I can only see your terminal.
Hang on, let me. Yeah, it's there. You can see the actual trade. It's here.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
So that was me going down, and then it just skyrocketed straight up there and took me out.
Which day was this?
The first? The fifth? Hang on. No, it was the fifth. It was the 5th of the first.
So Monday.
Yeah. and that did me in.
Yeah, I can't see it on TradingView, but I'm assuming it is on MetaTrader.
Yeah, I'm looking at this now. I'm on the 10-minute on gold back now. I could even just get out now, to be honest with you, because it's creating another situation where you think that it's going to go higher.
Yeah, it's definitely contracting. It's slowing. Both sides is dropping. So the higher highs, or it's making lower highs, but it's also making lower lows. So you do what you need to do, mate.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I still don't mind hitting stop loss. Not that I want to, no one wants to, but I still don't mind hitting stop loss.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to close it now, you're at least only 2% down on the account. Yes, it's an $80-something win, but a win is a win in my book.
Yeah, I'd still be happy with a couple of hundred. If I can make a couple of hundred a trade, and I meant like every time, then yeah, no, fine. Let's just do that.
Yeah. No,
you know
I agree. But once again, so long as it's in line with your strategy, it's
yeah.
anything. Okay, so gold is still showing a little bit of that
Sideways action.
Sideways action, yeah. A little bit.
You see now, if I'd have actually got out for 80 or even 70 or even 150, thinking that it's going to go up, the second that I go up, it'll tank.
You think so?
Yeah, the second I get out, it'll tank. And then the minute I stay in, it'll hit stop loss. Yeah, definitely. It's one of them. It always happens. You stay in, it's going to hit stop loss. If I take a couple of £100, it'll tank even more. It did the other day, like when I said I got out for about 550 and it went to my £3,000 stop loss. My £3,000 take profit, not stop loss. Jeez.
I was about to say.
I know, yeah. No, £3,000 take profit, and I had all confidence in it until it decided to sort of mess about, going back up. And I'm like, it's just doing what it's doing now. So I thought, oh, you know what, I'll take 550. I'm happy with that. I'll take that. And I went out, came back, and it had just gone, bosh. And I was like, oh, what can you do? What can you do? But
you're taking the piss, mate. Like, what's your problem, Gold? Why
absolutely. It's like, quick, Evans got out, and it's like, that's it, it tanks.
Yeah, you should go and talk to Will about that. Like him and all of his friends sitting there with the exchanges, and just take Will on a little bit and tell him, hey, mate, what the hell?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, stop telling your friends to screw me.
That's it, yeah. It's like Evans in a short, everyone buy.
Yeah, quick. Screw with him. Ah, Evans climbed out. Cool, go back, sell again.
Yeah, I mean, some people think that the market's after them. Even I did it first when I first started trading, but the market don't even know you're there.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's like so many people. I was like, oh, you're getting stop hunted. Mate, you are not even a drop of water in the ocean.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Go down, mate. Like, you're nothing in the market. We're feeder fish. We're plankton. You know, you want to get in whales, you're going to get chopped up, mate. So
it does line up. Even I started thinking that when it was when I was first trading it. I was like, it knows where I am because it keeps taking me out and then going back down, and I'm like, I'm going the right way, but obviously I'm just not giving myself enough room to actually let that pullback actually happen. So yeah, no, that's all it is just too tight stop losses. A bit like that, really. Just too tight stop losses.
But the thing is also, people take it so personally when their stop loss get hit. They're like, it's I don't know, it's like a front to them. It's like, how dare the market take me? And then they try and find ways to deal with this trauma and this loss. And then they're like, no. It's personal. It's a personal attack on me. The market is gunning for me specifically.
And that's when we start revenge trading.
Yeah. Once again, feeder fish. If you're going to get in front of a shark while it's busy having its prey, you're going to get chewed up, mate. So
yeah.
Evan, I want to say thank you for you joining me today. Really appreciate it. It's been a minute. You've been on before, but you were gone for a little while, busy person and whatnot. Living life to the fullest.
As you do.
Vinegar and all of that. Thank you for joining me. Is there anything that you would like to plug, or is there anything that you would like to say before we end the stream?
No, just have a good day. Always remember to wear a stop loss, as Will says, and just enjoy your day trading. As for plugs, I've got now trading related.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us today. Tomorrow is Friday. So it is going to be a wind down day, just very chill. We have a lot of rate folder news coming out tomorrow on the US dollar specifically. So a very, very high impact day. So do be careful when you trade the US pair specifically, and maybe even gold tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. Everybody else, we will be heading to the Fiverr stream in about 2 hours or so. I'll be on stream again. This afternoon, we've got Richard Wells in, as always a great guy to spend some time with for the psychology of trading, but you all know already. So I'll see you all in the Fiverr stream. For everybody else that isn't in the Fiverr stream, you'll see me tomorrow, same time, same place. All right, guys, have a great day.
Have a good day.
Cheers.